Hey guys, I'm here with my gorgeous model, Miss Giselle, and I'm going to show you how to French braid. Now I've already gotten Giselle's hair nice and shampooed and conditioned, so now I'm going to blow dry her and then we'll get started. See you in a few. I'm going to do about 8 braids on her hair to the back. And move my sleeves out of the way. And we're going to start with this middle part, and we're gonna do 4 braids on each side. So normally I would do a 3D parting, but since I've already oiled her scalp, there's really no need to do so. I'll just try to get her parts as clean as possible. Using my carbon parting comb or precision parting comb. Okay, we've got that line. I'm gonna clip this hair out of the way. And I'm just gonna use a light pomade as the Congo Perfecto lock and twist. And what I'm gonna do is apply it to my band using a stick, because we don't want to cross-contaminate by having other people's hair in the product and reusing it. It's kind of gross, very gross. So let's proceed. I'm gonna measure and make sure that I can get about 4 braids, which I can. So I'll take this line all the way back. This video is for people who are struggling with learning how to braid or looking for a second alternative to braiding, as I braid with my thumbs and index fingers. Clip this loose hair out of the way. We section for control and just put it in a little ball. So you want to make sure that you comb through this hair to have it as easy to manage as possible. Now we're going to start with a little product right at the beginning of the braid. I'm going to comb that through, and then we're just going to take a little section of that straight across, and from this section we're going to divide it into 3, right? So now we have 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. Hold your hair back some. So now what I do is I take these strands, these 2. I work with the 2 outside first, and then I bring this middle one over, kind of like creating a cross with the first 2, and then doing the same, bringing that one through. We're just going to braid, pick up as we go. Still keeping our 3 strands. You don't have to grip or pull the hair hard. You want to maintain the integrity of her hair and not pull her follicles through her scalp. So as gently as possible. And just get into the rhythm of it and let it flow. Pull the hair all the way through each time to avoid the ends of the hair getting braided and then creating tangles as we go along. You want to keep your hands steady to avoid creating any twists or turns in the braids. It's just like plait braiding, but you're just laying the hair on the scalp and just picking it up as you go. The more comfortable you get with braids, the more creative you can get. You can do your parts slanted with like a pivot or to the side or whatever you choose. So now we've reached the end. Just gonna comb that out for more manageability, and we're gonna continue to braid, placing one strand underneath the other. Until we have no more hair left to braid. Once I get towards the ends of the braid, the ends do get a little frizzy, so what I'm going to do is just apply just a little bit of product to the ends. Just gonna braid as far as I can, and when the strands are too short for me to continue to braid, I'll take a little more product and just give it a little twist, just so it won't be frizzy. All right, now we're moving on to the next braid. Now we're on our last braid, and a few things that I forgot to mention I started in the middle because when you're doing straight back braids, if you start to the side, sometimes you give that nape a little more room than it needs. So then you run out of room in the back and your braids begin to slant. So if you part it down the middle, you'll have enough room for those braids to just flow evenly and fall where they need to fall without being off-centered or slanted. And also for a cleaner, more tight braid, you do want to outline the perimeter of the hair with product, smooth it, and then begin to braid. But since I oiled her scalp, I didn't do that because sometimes the oil on the scalp will work against the product and then it would look a little messy. So since I oiled her scalp before starting to braid, I just only put the product on her edges. Starting with 3 strands and taking one underneath the other. Picking up hair as we go. We're twisting that end. And now all of our braids are complete. You can let the ends hang, or you can do a ponytail. You can create like a little bantu knot, which is what I think I'll do, which is just put that in a little ponytail, not too tight, maybe just twice. And you just take those braids and you just wrap them around. And you secure it by putting another rubber band over that. Sometimes you'll need more than one, which is fine. Just for a little added creativity. Just in case you don't want to do the Cleo look. Little knots back there. Simple and cute. And you want to just secure it in back there. It doesn't have to go all the way through, but nice and cute. We'll go in and fix up these edges, get some more fresh product. Going over the edges that we already smoothed up. And there you have it. You just learned how to cornrow. See you next time.